running on my whole life with her words, the old blue eyes in the morning time. The man Frank Sinatra is killing me softly on Wednesday morning, the 10th day of the month of November. Good morning, a wonderful good morning to you, classic listeners. It's a Wednesday morning, and I'm happy that you're chosen classic and you're up and about, and I'm here, you are here. It's another great day, and I'm happy that you've rested and you were up and about. You're probably viewing double viewers. Good morning to you as well. Those of you wherever you are, you here at home, across the region, and other parts of the diaspora. Thanks for choosing classic, waking up with classic in the morning time, and your continued desire to continue with classic throughout the rest of the day. We're going to do this, get you up and about, just rousing you from your night slumber. If you headed in for 7 o'clock, then you have just under 10-15 minutes maximum to get there and get there on time. But while you make your move, you can't leave without the word of the day. That it would be remiss of me. It would be unacceptable on your part to literally leave the house without the word of the day. Come on, don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Yeah, you know you can work for me. You know Murphy's Law when you need everything. Okay, so we're going to do the word of the day. Why is it we seem to have different words of the day, Master Control? I don't know. Hold on. Something is not working here for me. So my word of the day. Oh, come on. Okay, so I'm going to forgo the word of the day because for some reason my word of the day is just not popping up this morning. Let's start with some basic information as you plan. You go through the rest of the week. Right, so leave that there. Right, so we're going to go through that. So we're going to come back into that Master Control because my system is freezing up here. But let's look at what's happening for the rest of the week. There is, in fact, a scoliosis clinic that is planned for Friday and Thursday and Friday at the General Hospital, and it is open to all children and young adults up to the age of 21. Children who are attending the clinic, you need to have with you a recent x-ray. You need to have your weight and height taken prior to attending the clinic. And if by chance you have not reserve your spot as yet, you need to call Mava Primus Joseph on 405-9700. And I understand the spots they are going like hot bread and butter, so you need to ensure that you play your part and get involved in it. So let's see. I'm heading back now to the. Okay, something is just seems to be going terribly wrong on my side. So the word of the day. So I'm looking at the word of the day. The word of the day is truncate, and what is this? Okay, Master Control, I am having 1,000,001 problems, and let's see what I can pull up here. I do apologize. Everything is just freezing up on my end here. You know the stuff they say about Murphy's Law. If anything goes wrong, it goes wrong at the worst possible time. So I'm going to look at the thought of the day. So the thought of the day, your life has purpose, and allow me to say this to you this morning at 18 minutes on to the hour of 7 o'clock, that your life, Helen Elias Raymond, has purpose. Your life, Meredith Hagley, it has purpose. Your story is important. Your dream counts. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Your voice matters. You were born to make an impact. Some people, we think that we just here to follow and we just going through life carelessly. No. Your life today, I say to you, your life has purpose. Your story is important. Tell your story. It's your story. Your dream, I dare you to dream big because your dream counts. Your voice matters. Speak your truth and speak it clearly. And in fact, you were born to make an impact. You were born to be a winner today. Keep that in mind as you go through your day today. Indeed, you were born to be here. Do what you have to do as you go through the rest of your day. We're going to look at the COVID-19 dashboard. We're going to look at it quite quickly and see what's happening with it. And it's really great news that we've getting our numbers where we need them to be. Yes, we are getting our numbers where we need them to be. 0 new cases, and that is just really great news. We've had no cases that were revealed yesterday from testing. Our total active number of cases is now down to 81. 2 persons 2 new recoveries. The death toll, it's at 200, but we must say it's been shut down. We've done this thing. We've done a really, really, really great job. And I think we owe it to ourselves, whole health officials, each and every one of us as Grenadians, give ourselves tap on the back, say good job, well done. But be mindful that we do not want to become complacent and throw caution to the wind. We do not want to do that at no point in time at all. No. You don't ever want to do that. So I'm just still trying, and I'm trying desperately to pull up. I'm going to probably have to forgive me. Going to have to forgive me for this one. So the word of the day. I think I've got it now. So the word of the day is truncate. Yes, the word of the day, it is truncate, and truncate by definition, even before we get to the spelling, by definition, it is to reduce the length of an item by clipping off. Right. So examples of the word truncate, and truncate is spelled Truncate. Truncate, the word of the day. So the question is, how do you use the word truncate in a sentence? So let's practical way. So although the director loved all of his film footage, he had to truncate the movie, so its runtime would be less than 45 minutes. Right? So he had 200 hours of film footage, but in order for it to have a runtime of less than 45 minutes, he had to truncate it. Jill had to truncate her presentation so it would not exceed 5 minutes. Those are sentences using the word truncate. And for those of you that's into technology, now because Twitter and other social media platforms, they have character limit, I had to truncate my post so it would meet the length requirement. And I think for those of us who use social media a lot, we know exactly what that actually means. Since the contest limited the manuscript to 70 pages, the playwright had no choice but to truncate his play by deleting scenes. The word of the day, truncate, and it is spelled Truncate. Your word of the day for today, the 10th. Keep in mind as you go to the morning edition, comes up in just a bit. Today again, we continue with the licensing and inspection process by the Ministry of the Fisheries Division, and so certainly we're going to give you more information on that as we go through the rest of the day. But keep in mind that is the plan for the day. We're getting ready for the morning edition that comes up in just a bit. For those of you that is on television, you get a rebroadcast of some of the top stories from the last evening's newscast. It's a sort of classic in the morning time. It's about 14 minutes on to the hour of 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock workers, you better be moving there and time. If you're already on the JOB, then by now you should be settling in, get to your cash, still doing your do, and get ready to start another day on the JOB, another day of productivity. The morning edition comes up next right here on Classic in the morning time, 105.5 and 105.9 on the FM band.
Thanks for joining us with the news in detail. I am Blossom Alexis Welsh. The state of emergency was recently extended for another 6 months during the sitting of the lower and upper houses of Parliament, a move the newly elected political leader of the NDC thinks was unnecessary. Gerard Joseph has that story.
Political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Deacon Mitchell, believes it is not necessary for Grenada to be under a state of emergency.
To be frank, if I was in Parliament, I would have voted against the extension of the state of emergency.
Why?
For the very reasons that I just said. A state of emergency means just that. It is short, temporary. You have to satisfy the nation that there is no other means by which you can address the issue that you are facing. And I'm not satisfied, and in the current context, with us having lived with COVID-19 for the length of time that we lived, that it is an emergency. It is not an emergency anymore.
Mitchell says the rationale was understood at the beginning with no science to educate or guide on the virus.
But we can't be telling our citizens that it's okay to live in a state of emergency for 18 months. It's not.
The attorney at law says Grenada's constitution and laws are robust enough to handle a state of emergency.
In the first instance, a state of emergency can be declared for 7 days if you genuinely had an emergency. It could be extended for 21 days. And as a last resort, you have the 6 months extensions. We've had 3 consecutive 6-month extensions. That is going to take us to 18 months. You cannot normalize taking away people's freedom. You cannot normalize taking away people's freedom, because that is the march to, you know what? So,
educate me.
Well, if you are taking away people's freedom, it is the march to living in a society in which you're not free. It is a march to living in a society where you're in a police state.
He notes the consequences of such actions in terms of resources to finance the police operations, effects on the economy, physical and mental health must be considered. NDC's leader reiterates that COVID-19 is no longer an emergency based on knowledge now available to treat the pandemic.
But there's something else we need to appreciate. You know, diseases are living things just like us. And we may think we could control them, but we can't. We may be able to take mitigating measures. Hopefully, over a long period of time, we may find a cure or solution to it. But we need to live as well, right? And we need to be able to adapt. And as human beings, I think that's one of our strengths, adaptability. So we need to be able to adapt and live and get on with our lives, notwithstanding the existence of COVID-19. And I think the faster we move the debate in that direction as a nation, the better for us, right? Because it probably will allow us to become more resilient, more creative as to how we get around some of the challenges that we are facing.
Mitchell says no empirical evidence has shown that the spike in COVID-19 cases was related to the carnival activities in August, noting the threat from the virus has always been external. He, however, advocates for the social distancing, hygiene protocols, and healthy lifestyle to continue via collective responsibility. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Cool and composed, Deacon Mitchell is making it clear that his decision to step into the political limelight was premised on his desire to provide a service to his country. His words were profound, assuring the Grenadian people that he won't be going anywhere anytime soon until he makes his contribution to nation building.
I'm saying it's con because if you get involved in public life, you shouldn't only be in it for when it's good. You should be in it for when it's bad as well. The whole point of public life is service, right? And if you are serving, you can't only serve in Parliament, you know. I'm already in the NDC, it's not in Parliament, it doesn't have a seat, and I'm here. So it means I'm prepared to serve, and when I say I'm prepared to serve, I mean I'm prepared to serve. Whether or not the NDC forms the next government, and we believe it will form the next government, you have to serve the public. The point I'm making is that, and this is crucial, you should not want to hold on to power forever. You should want to serve forever, but you don't need power to serve.
Appearing on Monday's Beyond the Headlines, he was asked about the difference between himself and current Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell.
I think because first my leadership is going to focus on the majority of the population. Right? We have to act collectively in the best interest of the population. And I've been saying this repeatedly. That means we need to consult with, engage, and find the solutions, not just from ourselves as potential leaders or politicians, but from the actual members of our society.
And somebody's asking, should the party...
Mr. Mitchell, who is a lawyer by profession, said the whole point of public life is service, with his plan to dedicate at least 10 years of his life towards service to his country.
Because power, if left unchecked, ultimately leads to the ills of some of the issues we are dealing with today. So when it comes to power, that should always have a fixed time. But when it comes to your serving your fellow Grenadians, whether you're in or out of power, there is no time limit on that. So no, I will not quit if we don't win the next election. I intend to offer myself a public service for at least 10 years, and I've said that and I will repeat that. And if you check the election cycle, then you would clearly understand why I'm not quitting if I lost or didn't win my seat or the party didn't get into power.
In other news, national Brain Bee champion Jaden Stanislaus proudly represented Grenada at the just concluded International World Championships. Despite not placing in the top 6, the local champion tells GBN it was a great experience interacting with participants from various countries around the world. Gerard Joseph has been following.
Still a champion in the House of Grenadians, Jaden proudly represented the country at the International Brain Bee World Championships. The national Brain Bee champion tells GBN that teamwork, breaking the language barrier and expanding his knowledge in the field of neuroscience are some of the benefits from his participation.
Besides like the exams that we had to do, we had social activities, we had professors from some of the top universities in the US and UK come to speak to us. So we had a social platform, like all the participants would gather and then like we just interact. We talk about our personal lives and so on. So it was really great getting to know some of them, and like we also helped out each other like with languages. Like for example, who couldn't speak English too well, I helped them out, and like I actually started to learn a bit of German and like Spanish.
Jaden says the team competition on Saturday was one of the highlights of the championships, where 7 teams with 4 in each group engaged in keen rivalry. He notes that his team placed second.
Like we basically had 30 minutes to come up with a presentation on like a topic that they gave to us. So we learned like how to work together because when you go out into the bigger world, you definitely have to work together. You have to become comfortable with teamwork. Yes, so that helped. The team competition helped working together, seeing how others think and like how we could incorporate what we know and make it into one.
These, however, was his major takeaways from International Brain Bee.
It taught me that learn from your mistakes. Experience is the best teacher because you only get like one chance to participate in the International Brain Bee. So experience is the greatest teacher. Learn from your mistake, and you can always make new friends or interact with persons from all over the world.
Jaden is encouraging interested students to ensure that they participate in the local competition for the opportunity to travel to France for the 2022 championships. He notes his efforts and successes came via the support from his parents, national Brain Bee officials, coaches, among others. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
133 fewer fire calls were reported for the third quarter of 2021, according to statistics provided by the Fire Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force. Chrislina John has the details in this report.
People have been heeding the instruction, seek permission first before burning. In an exclusive interview with Constable Anthony Patterson attached to the fire department, he indicated that there has been a drastic decline in the number of fire calls from January to October this year as compared to the corresponding period last year.
There was a decrease in the amount of fire calls compared to the period. For last year, January to October, we had a number of 367 fire calls, and this year, for the same period, we have 234. So there's a difference of 56.8%.
People have been advised to make the request for permission to burn from the Ministry of Agriculture.
For the period January to October, we had no incident because persons have been following the protocols. They have following the guidelines. They have been going to the Ministry of Agriculture to obtain the license to burn, and most importantly, they have been informing the neighbors. Okay, that is part of the protocol. So we have not had any arrests relative to unscrupulous burning. Persons has been following the protocol.
For structural fires, he said, up to the third quarter of 2020, a total of 33 fires were recorded. However, this year saw an increase, 48 dwelling house fires. He highlighted the occurrence of other fires where there has been a reduction.
To the bushfire, we had a decrease of 62.1%, where we had 148 for last year, and we have 56 for this year. For last year, we had 6.6, and this year we have 8, so a difference of 33.3%. We have rubbish fire. We have 92 for last year, and this year we have 63. Right. We have vehicular fires. We had 11 for last year, and we have 9 for this year.
It appears from reports that people have become more civil in their actions, as the officer claims to have noticed a drop in the number of what he referred to as false calls from 16 last year to 7 this year. Christina John, GBN News.
Restrictions in relation to the country's border protection measures that have been in place since 2020. Earlier this year, the 7-day period for quarantine for fully vaccinated individuals was reduced to 2 days.
Noting a steady increase in stay-over visitors as well as the number of flights to Grenada, Tourism Minister Clarice Modeste-Cowen says Cabinet has taken the decision to further lift the restrictions at our borders. The Tourism Minister says the removal of the 2-day quarantine period for fully vaccinated individuals who have a negative PCR test on arrival will take effect from Monday.
Also, there are 1 or 2 little issues that need to be ironed out as to how we're going to do things, because we always have to be cautious about certain things. But the plan is to do away with quarantine for fully vaccinated persons, and within a week from now, that will happen. So,
Minister Modeste-Cowen notes that changes must also be made to the regulations.
And therefore, I believe that the removal of the quarantine requirement for fully vaccinated persons will certainly make a difference. Because in the industry, sometimes people come for 2 days, they come for a weekend. And if you have 2 days in quarantine, then it's a waste of time. And even if you have 1 week, to lose 2 days.
He said a major factor in this decision is the low positive case count witnessed over an extended period. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles says the total of imported cases is 132 from the 5,863 confirmed cases.
In October, we had 5,164 arrivals at Maurice Bishop International Airport. We had 4 positive cases detected. 3 were not vaccinated. 1 was fully vaccinated.
Unvaccinated Grenadians returning home are still required to quarantine, while only fully vaccinated non-nationals or visitors are allowed entry under the current regulations. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
As the Ministry of Tourism continues to tackle the issue of vaccination hesitancy among tourist vendors in Grenada, spice vendors at the St. George's Market were happy to announce their vaccination status, ready to welcome visitors and make some much-needed revenue. We get more in this Rena Per-Thomas report.
Vendors at the St. George Spice Market say they are vaccinated against the COVID-19 virus and ready to welcome visitors to Spice Country.
I'm saying yes, fully vaccinated, because if the tourists are fully vaccinated to come here, we supposed to fully vaccinate. Right now, I'm fully vaccinated. You understand? And the people that are selling spices for the tourists, they're supposed to take the vaccine. What good for the goose, good for the gander.
I fully vaccinated in the name of Jesus. So all I could tell my friends and my co-workers with me, go and get fully vaccinated. It's good.
Right now I haven't got a problem because I have underlying issues and I did took my vaccine very early. So if it's that way, I'm fully vaccinated.
I don't have a problem with that. I already did it. Okay? Because it doesn't make sense. You see what's going on and we can fight what's going on, and then but everybody are accustomed with vaccine. So I travel and I was going to look after my daughter, baby, and I had the vaccine.
So you see here, I'm vaccinated. So there's no problem. There's no problem. I'm accustomed to vaccination.
Vaccination hesitancy was widely noted among vendors, both at the Vendors Mall in Grand Anse and the booths at the Esplanade Mall. Tourism Minister Clarice Modeste-Cowen says those vendors are also a concern to the government in terms of livelihoods being at stake. She admitted that they are yet to hold dialogue with these vendors and other stakeholders as they prioritize the major tourist attractions.
Who have direct linkages with the cruise lines and so on, to get to this point where we are and to get a sort of light at the end of the tunnel to get to that light in terms of the agreements on both sides with the protocols. And therefore, in the next few days, as Nikoyan said, we will be engaging them, and we will be facilitating them in whatever way necessary so that they can fit into the protocols, whether they need some assistance in getting vaccinated, whatever needs to be done. And so over the period until May, we expect them to come in quickly.
As the tourism sector tried to rekindle, GTA officials are adamant that regulations must be established to safeguard the life of both visitors and locals. For GBN News, I am Rena Pear Thomas reporting.
The winter cruise ship season is normally the period the Caribbean holds the most appeal to the U.S. and European markets. With the first cruise ship to Grenada docking Tuesday after over a year, vendors at the St. George's Spice Market welcome the resumption of cruises to their shores. Rena Pear Thomas tells us more.
More than 200 cruise calls are expected in Grenada for the upcoming 2021-2022 cruise season, with the first cruise ship entering our shores today, Tuesday, November 9th. The positive impacts of the return of cruise ships to Grenada's port are expected to be felt throughout the island of the number one. We are hoping that reopening the tourism industry and welcoming visitors will generate some much-needed income soon.
I hope for better. I hope the tourists come here and everyone go eat a food, because it's long since the COVID coming, is not much doing here.
I hope it's for everything to come back to normal and more people to come back out and to things to be better and to pick up itself, because we does not get enough people inside of here. Because you know why? Outside have all the spices we have inside it. So we just hope it will be better.
Well, we're just hoping that they come and look after us as usual, how they used to before. Because everything changes now, but we're hoping for the best.
Teams to also be fully vaccinated. Despite being optimistic,
Sometimes they go all around, and when they come, they go straight back to the ship. So I hope this time they're going to do something better. And, sending a little tour here and give us a little sail too.
They might take an island ride, but for spending power, this is what we need to know. Is people going to be coming here to purchase our spices, and this will depend heavily on the GTA, what they're advertising.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pear Thomas reporting.
And now we turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Here's Rena Pear Thomas once again.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter, as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz report.
According to officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force, one man is in custody after a vehicular accident allegedly took the life of a woman in the St. Andrew area. Her family is now crying out for justice as they grieve for their loved one. GBN brought this story, and you, our online audience, took to the comment section to air your views. Cliver Williams said, sometimes some accidents are created by the negligence of persons who own and operate vehicles. Vehicles were designed to be inspected, maintained and serviced to keep them in proper running condition. So when that is not done and vehicle becomes on-road worthy and caused injuries or death to an innocent pedestrian, who is responsible? Can a vehicle maintain itself? Folks, ultimately, someone is responsible, and the blame belongs to the driver or owner of the vehicle. Let's cut the crap about accidents when they are the end results of someone's negligence. Lisa wrote, sad, very sad. Again, way too much accidents because of bad conditions of some vehicles and driving under the influence of alcohol. Time to change something about driving skills and how to drive with more caution. Everybody knows that speeding is a big issue also. You can see it every single day in some areas. Sorry for innocent victims again and again. Brenda said, although this was an accident and accidents do happen, that's what insurance is there for. And yes, there should always be an investigation into every accident to establish what happened. The driver could have applied the handbrakes to slow the movement of the vehicle and also also tried to bank it. Experience makes a difference and human errors can be reduced with stricter driving penalties. Kea commented, "It's sad, but accident happens. The car don't have to be at fault to roll back from a hill like that. May her soul rest in peace. Very nice lady. I'm sure the young man that was driving is also hurt by the incident. Let's not judge." And finally, Charles Francois commented, "I have to agree with you. This was not a crime. It was not intentional, but further investigation will reveal if the car was properly inspected, licensed, insured, and if the driver has license to operate the motor vehicle. Those will prove negligence or not. But as for now, this was a terrible, unfortunate accident, and my heart goes out to the family." That's a wrap for tonight's Buzz. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
Government and World Pediatric Project are partnering to provide assistance for children in Grenada suffering from scoliosis. A free clinic will be provided Thursday and Friday of this week for children suffering from scoliosis. Marva Primus Joseph is the representative for the World Pediatric Project in Grenada and said attendees will be given specific appointment times to avoid crowding in recognition of the COVID-19 protocols.
Scoliosis is the issue with the spine, so you definitely will need an x-ray to visualize the spine, how the angle it is. So that's a must, and we're asking persons to come over to the day of the clinic with their weight and height. In that way, we'll process the clinic faster because we have a lot of persons who are already registered. So persons walking in with their height and weight, that can cut off some of the time that they would have to process in the registration on the day of the clinic. So in order to access that, you need your doctor to write up an x-ray form if you did not have a recent x-ray. So the x-ray plus you need a referral note. So the World Pediatric Project have a form. If by chance persons did not get to do that form, we would not say you won't be seen. So once you come with the x-ray and you come with your weight and height and you come with the child on the day, you will be seen.
If discovered that someone needs additional care, which may include traveling to another country, the organization provides that financial assistance.
This clinic is called a diagnostic clinic. So persons come, they will assess the persons, look at the x-ray, and determine if this child needs to continue with just physical therapy, or this child needs a brace, or this child could discontinue the brace because they are following up persons from 2019, or this child needs surgical intervention. In this case, surgery will be done in the United States. This is covered by WPP exclusively. So all the persons have to do is to, if they don't have a visa that is valid, they will process to get the visa. They will just have to pay to go to Barbados. Housing, flight, and the cost of the surgery is covered by WPP. These are the same persons who go into adulthood who has a lot of back pain. They will have to take a lot of sick leave. So addressing it at the pediatric level can be, that the quality of that child's life would be much better.
Several people benefited from the project in 2019. For the two-day upcoming clinic this week, more than 60 people have registered to attend so far. Anyone interested in attending these clinics is asked to contact Primus Joseph at 405-9700 to register for the clinic. Again, that number, 405-9700. And now let's take a peek through the GBN Eyesore lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN Eyesore is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
This is a heart-shaped Irish potato. Irish potatoes are named after Ireland because they are closely associated with the Irish potato famine, a historical famine caused by a mold infestation of the Irish potato crop. It has rich contains of vitamins and minerals. Therefore, there are a lot of healthy benefits of eating Irish potato. Our citizen journalist says, quote, "It doesn't matter the challenges of this life. Love can be found everywhere and in anything. Just to remind us that God is love." Unquote. We thank our ISO reporter for this submission. Send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Get Rubigas. Get cooking. Rubigas, clean, safe, and reliable LPG is the perfect solution for your commercial and everyday needs. For cooking at home or barbecuing, choose Rubigas LPG cylinders. Available in a variety of sizes from 20 to 100 pound cylinders. Rubigas LPG, clean, safe, reliable. Are you cooking with Rubigas?
Get Rubis, get going.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now, it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
A disaster or emergency may disrupt food and water supply, so have at least a 3-day supply of food on hand. Store foods that have long storage life, need little or no cooking or refrigeration. Store canned or ready-to-eat foods, 100% canned fruit juices, nuts, crackers, dried herbs, and spices. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council in collaboration with the Ministry of Health with support from the Pan American Health Organization.
Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always act when let you come first. Save energy, save a dime, we choose your wattage and we choose your time. When you use appliances, make sure you buy energy efficient every time. Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always act when let you come
Introducing YouTube and TikTok to the Digicel Prime Bundle. Now get 1 gigabyte daily to enjoy more YouTube. Plus 1 gigabyte daily to like more TikTok videos. It's simply more entertainment bundled together. Get a 7-day bundle for $35 in my Digicel. More apps, more data, more fun. Digicel, better together.
State-of-the-art Ultratech gasoline and diesel, available only at Rubis stations.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 for 18-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Fallage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Looking for that injection of vibes and energy, of course? Well, I've got just that. Hi, my name is Gary, Mr. Smooth, and I'm inviting you to join me on the Hot Morning Show on Hot 98.5, 98.7 FM. Weekdays, Monday to Friday, 6 to 10 in the morning. I've got a healthy dose of your favorite and most infectious hits sampled with information, news, laughter, and all the other ingredients that go into making the hottest morning show on the radio, The Morning Heat. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit us up on WhatsApp, 435-7517. We've got topics, we've got discussions, calls, voice notes, and so much more. But I can't tell you everything. You gotta tune in. The Hot Morning Show on Hot FM 98.5, 98.7 with yours truly, Gary, Mr. Smooth. Kaboom!
Greetings, everyone. I hope this message meets you and yours in the best of health as we join in encouraging all to act responsibly.
COVID-19 presents the most serious
and deadly challenge any of us will experience in our lifetimes.
We must act now.
We need to keep the Caribbean safe. We can all help to stop the spread of the coronavirus. Please stay at home.
So Caribbean people, please stay home.
Caribbean people, please stay at home.
Please stay home. It's that simple. This too shall pass. But for now, stay home.
Stay in your yard. Stay home, stay safe.
This
the season, Grenada, and all the action is happening on GBN. It's a mid-morning show like no other, with shopping deals, giveaways, karaoke fun, Christmas recipes, and a whole lot more. 'Tis the season for caring, sharing, and reaching out to those in need. This the season. Weekdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on GBN Television, Classic Radio, and GBN's Facebook and YouTube pages. Promotion runs from November 8th to December 31st. Stay tuned to this station for more info.
'Tis the season is made possible by
The campaign was launched. Oh, okay. I'm seeing myself. That's kind of nice. I like that. When I can literally talk to myself. 'Tis the season to be happy. 'Tis the season to be jolly. And some really not lucky. I don't like saying lucky listeners or viewers, but some blessed. Somebody just said the press. We're going to get some chance to win yourself some prizes this morning. So 'tis the season. Our holiday campaign. It rolled off. It was launched on Friday. Officially launched on Friday, and we went full slate on Monday. Now, here's what. Yesterday we were at a particular location, but even before we do that, I want you to tell me first and foremost, 'tis the season campaign. Exactly. What's the official start date and the end date? Official start date and the end date. Today we go in for prizes from two of our wonderful sponsors, Duty Free Caribbean, Colombian Emeralds, and Sisson's Paint. So let's send me your response on the WhatsApp portal, which is the same as the direct line, but 435-2041. So for the first question, you need to tell me the start and end date of GBN's 'Tis the Season Christmas celebration. It is a celebration, really and truly. And so you start by telling me that. And yesterday, we did a live link up with one of our sponsors. I need you to tell me exactly the name of the sponsor and exactly where were we located yesterday on 'Tis the Season. 435-2041, that's the number on the inside. We're going to take telephone calls. I tell you, people started typing WhatsApp already. I don't know. I hope they type in the right set of things, but believe me, let's do that. So who's going to be the lucky one? This one, we're giving you, this is going to be compliments of wonderful partners from inside of Duty Free Caribbean and Colombian Emeralds. Okay, so the dates are coming. Start November 8th to December 30th. Okay, so let's see. Now you have to, be mindful. You can't give me a half answer on WhatsApp. So I need the start date, end date. That's the first half of the question. And yesterday, as part of the program that we did from 10 to 12, we were at a particular location with one of our sponsors. You need to tell me exactly what sponsor we had live yesterday and exactly where we were located. I'm going to go to the telephone lines and see who is there. 29 minutes past the hour. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Okay.
Do you have an answer for me?
Yep.
Tell me.
It started on November the 8th.
Started November the 8th. Are you asking me or telling me?
No, I'm telling you.
You're telling me started November the 8th.
Finished on December the 30th. And you was at Caribbean Duty Free on Esplanade.
Well, you know what? I can tell you. I wasn't there. You got the last part right. You got the duty free part right. You got the start date of the promotion right. So there's two dates. There's the start date and there is the end date. You have one of those dates wrong. I'm not going to tell you which one.
December 24th.
You need to figure out which one.
December 24th.
December
24th.
24th.
Yeah.
Is that your final response?
Yeah.
You sticking to it?
Yeah.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yeah.
I'm giving you 30 seconds to change your mind.
No.
I don't want to spoil your day.
No.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh my Lord, I'm really. I don't like doing this on national television. I don't like doing this on national radio, but it bleeds. Oh, sorry. It really makes me happy to say congratulations to you. Yes, yesterday we were at Duty Free Caribbean, and we were inside of the Esplanade Mall. They started the holiday campaign. You do not want to miss it. Here's what you can do for me, my dear sir. Would you be okay if you just give me...
Yes, my name is not... So, if you look at the WhatsApp, you will see my name there.
If I look at WhatsApp, I don't know. I don't. Well, I don't know who's on WhatsApp. I don't know who is on WhatsApp.
I am always a winner. I am always a winner.
You tell, okay, but you have to tell. You have to tell me your name though.
Sylvina Charlie.
Ladies, my apologies. Oh, okay. Well, I know. Okay, well, so I know. I'll know which number is yours, and when I see it in WhatsApp. Anyway, I won't know which one. Thank you. Oh yes, and I know you were actually on yesterday, so that was almost like a giveaway for you. Okay, the next question is not for you.
Not for me.
The next question is not for you.
Oh, okay, Jesse.
You take care. All the best to you, my dear.
All right.
435-2041. So yes, yesterday we were in fact inside of Duty Free Caribbean and Colombian Embos. Listen, at Duty Free Caribbean, Colombian Embos, they can literally do giveaways for you. Not just giveaways, they do layaways as well. And people often assume that these people are ridiculously expensive. No, they literally cater for you. It doesn't matter which part of the economic spectrum that you're on. They can do that. I'm seeing, yes. So the promotion started officially on the 8th and it runs until the 24th of December. 'Tis the season to be jolly. So we are going to do that. I see my boy Junior is already locked in and waiting with traffic cam. We're going to look to see what's happening and what is a really wet day on the nation's road. Okay, let's go again. So we did one day from Duty Free Caribbean. Now, one of our partners is also Country Gold. Now, Country Gold, they started off selling two products. When they started years ago, they started off selling two products. And, it's interesting how Country Gold, after all these years, from 1969 to now, they moved from two primary products to now a full suite of products that they can boast of saying. When I heard Mr. James Lewis's story of having to, I think he sold his mother's fridge or somebody's family member fridge, and he had to take it. And here we are, after all of these years, here they are. So you need to tell me what is, well, first and foremost, tell me exactly where is Country Gold located to start with, because they're one of the sponsors on Tis the Season, and they have some really, really, really crazy deals and giveaways. But you need to tell me exactly where is Country Gold located, and tell me the two products that James Lewis started selling. Okay. We got this one. 419-2948. You know that number well. The answer is correct. I actually got a correct answer via WhatsApp. And 492-498. You are absolutely correct. You're back on target. Yes, it's in Penmont in St. David's, and he started off with chicken feet and back and neck. What do you imagine? Would you possibly imagine that this is where? So good morning to you, Lady Annette Ragbasin. Congratulations to you. You are a winner. Yes. And would you imagine? And it only shows what it has nothing to do with where you start in life. But there's a dream. Remember today, the thought for the day, your dream comes. Don't let anybody discourage you. Certainly back then, there probably was a lot of individuals that may have discouraged Mr. James Lewis, but he continued. He persevered. We keep our eyes on the clock. It is 25 minutes onto the hour of 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, workers. We are on the move with you. So we have two winners already this morning. Congratulations to Annette Ragbasin. She got it right when Country Gold started years ago. They started, they are in St. David, same location, and they started with, chicken feet. Who would have possibly imagined? Some of you ain't touching that with a 9-foot rod. Me ain't eating that. Like, seriously? 24 minutes onto the hour in the morning time. So I have So I've given away 2 prizes already. One from Duty Free Caribbean, Sylvina Charles. The other one, this one, it's from Sissons Paint, and you, Lady Ragberson, you've earned yourself the right to. And we're going to confirm you want the tin of paint, the tin of vanish. We talk to our sponsors and say exactly what is it that you are going to get. Now, I got one more question before we take a break and join Traffic Cam. Now, 'tis the season, it is up and about, and it is rolling. So I need you to tell me, well, give me at least 5 of the sponsors, 5 of the partners that's on 'tis the season, and I need you to tell me, well, who are the hosts of the program, right? Tell me. There's a host of the program. Now, this one, you're getting away that easy with this one. So tell me who's a host of the program. And yes, and there's a particular DJ that is on as well. You need to tell me what station he represents. 435-204, and I'm going back to the telephone lines. Classic, good morning. You are live. Are you ready for this?
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Tell me.
Grenada Paper Products.
Grenada Paper Products. Kittens. Which kittens?
Sissons.
Oh, Sissons. So paper product, Sissons.
Gittins Healthcare.
Gittins Healthcare.
Duty Free Caribbean.
Duty Free Caribbean.
Country Cold Store.
Country Cold Store. Now you're halfway there. You're halfway there. Have you actually seen the program? We do it every day from 10 until 12.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, good. So this is almost a giveaway for you then. So you gotten 50. You're halfway there. You need to now tell me. The host of the program. Who's on the program daily?
Janelle McDonald. Godfrey Augustine. Joseph Cadore.
I am? I wasn't aware that I was on the program.
Thought so.
You thought so? Or you telling me that I'm on the program?
You are.
Okay, Let's see. And tell me, there's one other person. I know you. The man that plays the music. Who's on? Come on. Okay, if you can't remember his name, I did give you a clue. I asked you which station he represents. Hot FM. Okay, Hot 98. Okay. So that's DJ. That's graphics. That's graphics songs. Yeah. So graphics songs is normally who's on. So there's Janelle, Godfrey, graphics, myself, and we interplay. We at different locations at different times of the day. Lady Ragberson, no, not Mr. Smooth. You got it almost right. It's not Mr. Smooth. That's actually my dear lady that's on the line. She's one. Is actually Mr. Smooth. Yes, he is on Hot 98, but the one that's the other DJ that's on with us during 'tis the season is actually graphic songs. My dear lady, congratulations to you. You've earned your rights to win your prize. Can you give me your name and number, or just your telephone number, and I would call you back?
Do I have to give it on air?
Well, unless you want to, because I would have to break. So unless you want to hold, you'll have to stay on the line. You stay on the line. Okay. So I'm going to lock you and stay on the line because I have to take a commercial break, and I'll engage you while I'm on the break. So congratulations to our 3 wonderful winners. This one remains, she's still anonymous, but we say good morning and congratulations to Sylvina Charles, and good morning to Annette Ragberson of Grenville Street in downtown St. George. Well, traffic cam comes up in just a bit, but before we join Junior Checkley, the feed is already up. It's the really wet day in the nation's capital. He's on the carriage. We'll see we'll be taking a look at what's happening. What's the traffic light as we head into town. So look, everybody, we take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back right here on Classic.
It's the season, Grenada, and all the action is happening on GBN. It's a mid-morning show like no other, with shopping deals, giveaways, karaoke fun, Christmas recipes, and a whole lot more. It's the season for caring, sharing, and reaching out to those in need. This the season. Weekdays from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. on GBN Television, Classic Radio, and GBN's Facebook and YouTube pages. Promotion runs from November 8th to December 31st. Stay tuned to this station for more info.
Tis the Season is made possible by Ace Hardware, Kittens Healthcare, Grenada Tourism Authority, The Country Cold Store, Grenada Paper Products, and Sissons Paints.
GBN Television News at 7, a pulse on all things Grenadian. Look out for our new features through expanded synergies with our media partners in Barbados, St. Lucia, Jamaica, Trinidad, and beyond. Capturing the latest in news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Credible, informative. Thank you for making us number one. News at 7, live, Monday to Friday on GBN Television, Channel 7 and 11. K105.5 and 105.9, Hot 98.5 and 98.7, GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel, and www.gbn.gd. GBN, with you anywhere and everywhere.
Looking for that
So we are getting ready to head to link up with the Just Cool Media Team, Junior Checkley, as we get ready for Traffic Cam on a wonderful, wet, but yet wonderful and warm on the inside. That's a fuzzy feeling we get on the inside. Good morning, my dear friend Junior Checkley. JC Corden, Junior Checkley, please come in.
Good morning, Joseph. I'm here, Joseph. I'm right here.
You're right here. You're in the heart of the nation's capital on Melville Street. You started on the carnage. It is wet on the outside. What can you... Come, where you going? Don't go all over Grand Mondia. I want you to circle. Go across Halifax Street. Let's see what the traffic is like. Tell me, what does downtown look like?
Downtown is busy downtown in traffic, especially traffic coming down Melville Street. So now I'm swinging in St. John Street and then Halifax Street.
So you're literally making the wrong, what is it, a lot of traffic that you're seeing?
Yes, a lot of traffic on Melville Street, just outside the bus terminal. But now I'm going up Halifax Street. Yes, there's a lot of traffic on Halifax Street.
Is that a regular thing in downtown St. George on a morning?
Yes, that's a regular thing downtown St. George. And sometimes there is even more traffic that I'm seeing now.
So let's talk about that.
We've also seen a lot of pedestrian traffic as well as people traverse to work.
Okay. I'm noticing it is yet early days, so some of the business places, the doors are still closed, but it's just a matter.
Yes.
Is that a busman picking up a passenger? No? Boy, talk about being caught. No, actually, no. I think they were crossing. So, boy, that's the kind of video you probably just need to take and send for the police if that's what they're doing. You'd be surprised what is it they may actually choose to do. So you headed down Halifax Street now. And it's interesting, Junior, that area of the town always seems to create a little bit of a bottleneck, doesn't it?
Yes, it is, because it has also, you have the intersection with Halifax Street and Granby Street. That's a bottleneck right there.
So you have vehicles that's coming down, let's say, coming down from Halifax Street, that comes to Hillsborough Street, that's probably making their way into town. You have traffic that's coming from across Halifax Street, that's from Hills and Valley direction, and then you have that intersection down at the police at the traffic light. So there always seem to be a bottleneck in that area. But if you're getting into town, what's the alternative routes though?
If you don't want to avoid the traffic in town, Joseph, you have to either go up. Cemetery Hill does be congested at times. So the only alternative route, wow, that's a hard one.
What?
When you're checking the traffic from Cherry Hill,
right,
to come into St. George's, the traffic from River Road to come into St. George's, it's a tough decision to make for a driver, but you also take into consideration you have to give yourself at least an hour to maneuver through the traffic.
An hour?
In order for you to reach to your destination on time. Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you're traveling from Grand Mall and you have to head down to Grand Dance this time of the day, give yourself an hour to avoid the hassle of rushing.
And I'm assuming that if you headed to the south of the island, it would be a good idea to avoid heading directly into the city center.
Yes.
So maybe an alternative route could be that, or when you get, let's say coming from the Cherry Hill area, maybe you could go up Cemetery Hill, or you may probably, if you have time, go to River Road up Miraz Hill.
Yes.
That's an alternative.
Go up River Road, up Miraz Hill, go up Wagon, go down Defu, and end up in Springs. Yeah.
And I know a lot of people are thinking, but that's a lot. So right now you're going up at what we call Canash Hill?
Canash Hill, yes.
Canash Hill, you make the right turn. It takes you up Grenada 10th Road into the CID police headquarters and the General Hospital.
And Port George.
Well, it's good to see what Young Street looks like.
Now we're down Young Street.
And so far, besides the bottleneck the regular bottleneck, as we intimated, that takes place in that intersection there in Halifax Street, it is almost smooth sailing, isn't it? Well, smooth riding.
Yes, it's smooth sailing. Yes.
And so I see you'll be ably assisted there by our traffic warden.
Yes, I am. Now we're going up Scott Street. I remember that was once you're all home, Joseph.
Oh yes, you would stop and say hello when we get. You're probably just about 200 meters or so off from it. Scott Street this time of the day as well. There can be a little bit of a build up as well, and it's for that reason why, Junior, we say to people, avoid going directly into town if you really and truly don't need to be there.
Yeah, if you don't need to be there.
Because the
alternative route.
And check an alternative route. Because the truth is, once you get into town, there's not much options in terms of how you exit. It's either you decide. There's not much. Once you hit into the city, the city itself, there's not much options as to old home coming up, old home coming up, old home coming. Yeah, there's not much options as to exactly where you exit. So certainly you want to consider, folks, if you're on the road and you're probably considering what's my plan. If you you don't need to head into the town of St. George. There's normally a bit of a build-up, a regular build-up in the morning time. We're now heading up Junior Scott Street. Left or right turn, depending on where we get out of St. George. Where we go? We heading back? Okay,
we're gonna try to get out of St. George using the Old Fort and Lucas Street.
Right, and that is an alternative route in case you don't want to get yourself, because at times the carnage can be a little bit congested in the morning time.
Yes, it can be, especially that intersection on the port, the port roundabout.
Okay, so you've chosen to
go up Church Street.
You're just outside the St. Joseph's Convent now?
Yes, I am.
All right, it's a rainy day, Junior.
Yes, it's a rainy day on the outside, but you can still see the sun busting through. So it's seemingly like will you have sun for the rest of the day? The early morning showers was just showers of blessings for the farmers.
And blessings for me as well, and for you, because the rain falls on the just and on the unjust. So if it falls on me, it has to fall on you as well. So you've made a turn heading up Cemetery, heading up Old Fort, Road.
And we noticed in Joseph that the Ministry of Works has widened the road on Old Fort by the cemetery.
Yes, and that definitely is long overdue, though. Long overdue. Yeah. We're just outside the Presentation Brothers College now, heading down Old Fort as you continue. The plan is to get out of St. George. The city side as it is. We want to get out of St. George's, and we are heading down Old Fort. When we get to the bottom of Old Fort again, that's when you have to then negotiate. But it's always good, Junior, to negotiate ahead of time.
Yes.
Decide early. Am I going to go down Lucas Street? Because going down Lucas Street may not be the best option, is it? Not if you've gotten to Old Fort, to Cemetery Hill.
It's going up. You have to go up Lucas Street, and you have to go all the way up to Lotus Lane, the top roundabout, because around this time of the morning you cannot turn into Woolwich Road.
Okay, and that is essential to remember. That is essential to remember. So if you've taken the Old Fort Cemetery Hill route, you have to navigate your way right up. And maybe we could just stop a bit once the traffic would allow you, so that persons could see at Old Fort intersection. You're right now close to Lynette. So that's the intersection that we talk. That's on the right. So that's no entry in the morning time.
Okay. No entry. I think it's no entry up until 9 a.m.
Right, there is a limit because, of course, the roads, there's that congestion, of course, and just to give an ease of traffic. So you're making your way out of...
You're passing the intersection to Observatory Road.
And up Lucas Street, and you headed out and down Lotus Lane, and you then head south?
No, I then head back to base.
You head back to base. As you go, before you go, Juniors, we look at the flow of the traffic, and when you get to the top of Lotus Lane, though, the easy option is to go down the lane. But from there, what are the alternative routes if I'm opting to go really deep south and I don't want to get into the lane, I don't want to get carnage? From Lotus Lane, from the top of the lane, there is a number of alternative routes, isn't there?
There's a number of alternative routes. Yes, you can go up White Gun, and you can take a right turn and go up Richmond Hill and go into Manjaloo. You can either take that intersection, go down to Defu.
Right.
You can go further on and go all the way up Manjaloo and go down on the cliff. And then you can go through Woburn and go deep south.
And if you're intimate with the back roads, you could actually come through Laborie, and there's a network of back roads that takes you through Laborie, and you come right at the clinic in Manjaloo at the top of Manjaloo, that intersection road that takes you Manjaloo, Defu, Springs. So it literally connects you from St. Paul's. You drive along that back road, and it takes you right onto the Springs main road.
Yes.
So that's an alternative. Well, folks, that's what the traffic looks like. Any word of advice? As yes, we're anticipating. You say you're seeing signs that the sun is going to be out, but the fact that it is wet right now. What's the advice for drivers and other road users?
For drivers, drive with caution. Also, you need to know the braking distance of your vehicle because the road is wet and it's a different altogether when the road is dry, especially for brakes.
Right.
So you need to know and exercise caution. If you haven't left home early enough, well, expect to reach late. Avoid road rage, avoid rushing, because when you rush, is that when accident happens.
I noticed that the traffic, the flow, there seems to be a slight build-up as you go down the lane. That's a regular thing around this time of the morning.
Yes, a regular thing around this time of the morning.
Yeah, so
that's one of the main road that takes you out of St. George. From if you're coming from St. Paul's, you're coming from Tempe.
Right.
You want to go south. You want to go Tantine. This is the
main thoroughfare. And it was for that reason why we suggested. It was for that reason why we suggested when you get to the top of the lane. Why we suggested those alternative routes, because trying to get out down the lane, that in some instances can pose some challenges for you. So it's always good to know the network, know the roads, and know exactly. And you made a very important point, Checkley, that of time, giving yourself sufficient time in the morning that you could navigate and negotiate your way through the traffic at different points across the island. Well, there you have it, folks. Just Cool Media, heading down the lane. Any parting words before I move on?
Yes. Yes, I remember for Just Cool Media, we are the household name for live streaming and video recording of funeral services all over Grenada. We also do weddings, we do graduations, whatever the event is. You want to live stream, you call Just Cool 409. And also, still in COVIDious times, not because we are relaxed a bit, but we have to maintain our guards and protect ourselves and our families. So have yourselves a wonderful Wednesday.
Indeed, all the best to you, Junior, and be safe on the road yourself. Due care and attention should at all times remain the watchword. 5 minutes on to the hour in the morning time. We do traffic cam Mondays and Wednesdays. Again, reminding you, it's a wet day on the nation's roads. So you want to be mindful of that. Really, really, really be mindful of that. And I always encourage you to look out for oncoming traffic, other road users, pedestrians as well, and individuals that may not necessarily be looking out for themselves. We're getting ready we're moving close, inching closer to the 8 o'clock hour. At the top of the hour is going to be, we join the BBC for a bulletin of news. And again, we say congratulations to our winners this morning. Good morning congratulations to Sylvina Charles and Annette Ragbison. You've both won yourselves. Of course, Lady Ragbison, I give compliments, our wonderful friends from Sissons, and Lady Sylvina Childs, a gift compliments to our wonderful friends from Junior Free Caribbean. All the best to you. Reminding you at the top of the hour, we join the BBC for a bulletin of news. 9 o'clock, we rejoin you in television for To The Point, and we're expecting someone from the government. I'm not sure if it's either health or tourism. They will confirm, but that's the plan for the day. And as the morning progresses, it's gonna be test the season. We'll be up and about, and you get the opportunities and chances to win yourself some really, really great gifts and a really wonderful day. Test the season to be jolly and to be happy on GBN Television and Classic Radio. JC loves you. I am out of here.